Hi, I'm Ruthie, and welcome to Fifth Street Marketplace. Hope you enjoy our show.
Welcome to The View from the Fifth Street Marketplace. My name is Bobbi Avery. This is Judy Lucas,
Hi.
your host for today. We're so glad to have you with us, and we're also glad to have our first guest, which is Pat Forte.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, Pat. It's good having you here.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Yeah, now, we like to have a little background from the people that we have here, the vendors that we have here, and I understand you're a retired nurse.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. You've lived in Crossville for how long?
We moved to Crossville in 1995.
Uh-huh.
We actually came here on a honeymoon,
Oh.
and we liked it so much we decided to make this our home from Florida.
Well, wonderful. Yeah, and how I understand you really love it. You don't want to live any other
We
place.
do love it here. I can't imagine that I lived my whole life not living here.
Uh-huh.
We love it here. It's wonderful.
Now, you had a business when you first started here. What was that?
Yes, I was working as a nurse and then I opened, I had a ceramic shop out of my home, and did a pretty good business, was making mostly greenware and bisque, but I sold a lot of painted items also. And the work just became too labor intensive with the lifting, and I had to get out of that. But I'm one of those people always have to have something to do. So I just started crafting and doing little things, and I wanted to find a couple of things that were a little out of the box. And I started making the wooden door characters, and I've just enjoyed making them so much.
I love the wooden door characters, don't you?
Yes,
I haven't
absolutely.
seen those, and I'm getting a couple of them because they're so unusual. Now, we have one of them here. Let's show this. I love
Okay.
snowmen, and it's perfect for Christmas.
Of
Isn't
course.
it beautiful?
Well,
Now,
yeah.
do you do this yourself from the very beginning? How do you-
100%. I buy the wood, I sketch it out on wood, I cut it, sand it, and there's pieces that you are actually glued on. If you can see the vest, it's dimensional. The vest is a piece, this is a piece,
Even a little bird down
the
at the
little
bottom.
bird's a piece, this is a piece, everything is pieced on, even the stem on the birdhouse.
That's a lot of work.
It is.
It really is. But you seem to enjoy that. And look
I
at the
do.
finished product. I mean, that is beautiful.
Thank you.
Again, handmade. You can get that here. And you know who you're getting it from. You know, you're seeing a vendor here, meeting Pat and seeing her merchandise, and it makes me feel good when I know who I'm getting it from.
And you can
Doesn't
get
it,
them
Judy?
for different holidays.
Yeah, we have one in the back there that's for fall. The scarecrow.
Yeah.
Now, explain to us about, I don't mean to interrupt, but
That's
explain
okay.
to us about the fact that you have the sticky tape.
These fit on the corner of a door or window. If you have molding, it just sits on the molding.
Okay.
So you don't have to put holes in your walls or your molding or anything. And you use a sticky foam tape that's pretty cushiony, and you put a couple of pieces of that on
Like
there.
around there?
And it sits right on the molding, and it does not fall off. It's pretty strong.
Terrific. I'm going
Like
to love those ideas.
St. Patrick's Day, Christmas, fall. I even have Halloween.
So unusual. Now, did you see this sometime before? Did you just come out of your head? Or
No,
did-
actually, I was looking in a Marketplace magazine, and there was an ad for where you could buy patterns. I contacted the woman who made them, and I had a conversation with her, and she told me she is in Michigan, and her business was Hollywood. And that's what these originally were called, were Hollywoods, Hawley. And I contacted her about getting the patterns, and she told me the story that her and her husband were making them and selling them at craft shows and for $75 to $100.
Oh, wow.
And they could not make them fast enough. They could not keep up with them.
Uh-huh.
So it got to be too much for them. So then they decided to just make patterns and sell patterns.
And you got
And
them.
I got on the train.
And you
Yes.
don't sell them for that much. How much do you sell these for?
55.
That is a bargain. That
That is a
really
bargain.
is a bargain to get this and to have something very unique.
I think it's important to try to keep the price down as much as possible
Yes.
for your community. if we lived in New York City, it would be different. But I think if you live here, you should shop here.
Yes,
You should
absolutely.
spend your money here.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it's nice to have a place like this where you can go in and find variety of things
Absolutely.
and find some unique things and find things that people make from here.
Now, you also make the bird houses, and they're all from scratch. You
Yes.
start from the very beginning.
I do.
You
can't
actually
believe this.
saw, you
Yes.
make,
Yes.
wow.
You have to bring one of those up and show us
Yes.
because I am so impressed with this.
This is just one that I make. I buy the wood, the lumber, and I try to buy good lumber, and I cut it. I design it, measure it, cut it, sand it,
Wow.
paint
She
it.
even went on the internet and found out for bluebird houses. No, you did.
Yes, I did. I did my research.
She did her research and she found out exactly what size it needed to be, where the hole needed to be, and the
Right.
whole
You're
bit, how
kidding.
they needed air.
And that's so important too. It
And
really
it
does.
is.
We have a lot of bluebirds
Yes.
here, and bluebirds don't like the hole that they nest in real close to the bottom,
I didn't
and
know
they
that.
have to have certain amount of space.
Uh-huh.
And I also was taught by a very good friend of mine not to put a peg on here.
I didn't know that.
Because
Why?
if you hang this on a tree, which I have the holes in
Yeah.
for, then it makes it too easy for raccoons and possums to have something to grab. And they
Oh.
can go up and put their hand in there.
You know, that's so pretty in the back. I don't
So
even think
it-
I'd put it on a tree.
I know, it's
I'd
gorgeous.
Make my husband
It's
get me, he buys
absolutely
these poles
gorgeous.
and put it
Thank
out there.
you.
That's beautiful to show. And it's got the acrylic finish so that it keeps that
And it can be
Keeps
put
it from
outside.
rotting and getting so
I'm so proud of you.
decayed. Thank you.
So you do everything from cutting the wood to
Yes.
sanding
Yes.
and
Finishing.
whole thing.
finishing it and all, painting
Yes.
it, sealing it. That is beautiful.
Yeah, I like to
Okay,
do things
I've
from
got
scratch.
to ask, how much does this?
$29.99.
No way.
Oh, my goodness.
I have a feeling
That's
that's
wonderful.
coming home with me. That
Okay.
is beautiful. I
Now,
like
I
that.
have
I
more.
love birdhouses.
I have more, and I have more coming.
Yes.
But I have several here that I need to finish the varnish on. It was a little tacky, so. But I have more.
You mean sticky tacky,
Yeah.
not tacky?
Yeah, sticky tacky.
I just wanted
like
to
not
be-
dry yet.
Or clarify that.
Yes.
Okay. Now, another love of yours. Now, I've known you for many years. Okay. So we've been friends for many years. And I know that another love of yours is painting and embellishing for children.
Yes.
Okay.
I
could
get
you-
tired of doing the same thing for day after day after day. I have to go from that to this to that, and then I start all over again. But I do make, I buy overalls, and I embellish them for children. I've sold quite a few on eBay and the internet. Here's an example. This is the kitty cat.
I love
overalls.
this. I love this.
And
is so cute.
I try to make sure that I don't impose on the snaps. So that it's still, you can still do diaper changes or panty changes. They're for toddlers. So this is all hand appliqued.
Do you make anything for older children, like 7 years
I
old
can,
or 8?
but I
So
don't
we can ask
normally.
you,
Yes,
and we can
yes.
buy it through you here
Sure.
at the marketplace.
Right.
Because I have a little girl I've been looking to get something for that's unusual. And this is just beautiful. Look at all the
And the
work
little
that's
shirts
done in
even
there.
go with them.
You're kidding.
And I'm giving,
Yes.
I'm putting shirts with everything now for the same price.
Let's look at something else that
This
you have
is
there.
just a little two-piece. I call it a loungy set.
Oh, how cute.
It actually
It's so
could
soft.
be used as a pajama
Yes, it
or a
could.
play set, but it's not something the child couldn't go out of the home in. And they're just the basic elastic waist little pants.
Uh-huh.
And
That's so soft, too.
a
That's
purchased
nice.
shirt with an emblem. So
Look at the-
decorative.
look at
I
the
know how
finishing on this.
I was noticing she did the same thing around the applique
And
on
this
the
is the
front.
paper doll fabric, which was
quality,
really
y'all.
popular.
That's quality. It
Thank
really
you.
is. Everything is quality
Thank
here. I
you.
mean, you don't see
She
pieces
does.
sticking out and so
This
on.
is kind of a popular thing with the tropical frogs.
Yeah,
That's
that's
cute.
the one we were talking
Oh,
about.
that
earlier.
is so
dogs.
cute. Oh, my
Most
grandson
of the
is too
ones-
old to wear this.
Most
now.
of the
He
ones I
would have
make are
loved this.
2s, 3s, and 4s.
I wouldn't go over with the 13-year-old, would
No,
it?
no, sorry. However, I did have the tropical frogs on my helmet when I was motorcycling.
I sell quite a few of these because
Those are cute.
for 4th of July.
Oh,
Okay.
that's
And,
adorable.
Like I said, I try to make it so that mothers don't have a problem. They can still
Yeah.
unsnap and put the snaps back. You know, you don't want to make the mothers mad.
You know, these are precious, and they're one of a kind.
Yes, and she put a lot
Um,
of thought into what she's doing.
Tell me about this right here. You have napkins?
Yes, I make dinner napkins
Uh-huh.
for all the different holidays. These in particular are for St. Patrick's Day, and they're just napkins.
I tried making napkins, though.
If
It
you
didn't
want
turn
it-
Yeah,
out
let's
like
not get
this.
it in the coffee.
Let's not put it in the
They
coffee.
did not turn out like this.
These
These
are
are
for
beautiful.
St. Patrick's
And these
Day.
are 8 for how much?
$12.
Wow,
That's good.
nice price.
I'm,
Now, speaking of St. Patrick's Day and the little shamrocks
Yeah.
that you have on that, you have to show us the little shamrock shoes
Oh,
that you
yes.
painted.
I paint sneakers, and this little pair. These are baby kids, and baby kids are not cheap in the store. This brand
they're
of
not.
Yes.
shoes, but I paint them, and most of the sneakers I sell for $20-$30. But this particular pair is $20.
And you can paint anything on them.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're beautiful, too.
It's permanent. It's permanent ink, so it's not. If they get dirty, you want to take them to the sink and wash them. It's not going to wash off.
Pat, we have certainly had fun.
Thank you.
Looking at all these things.
Thank
I
you.
just want to find somebody to buy these for. They're so adorable. We have a little treat here for you. We'll explain about it later on. You want to tell what this is, Judy?
This is Grand Marnier Cream Brulee.
There you go.
Okay, and this is made by our bakery chef, Amy.
Oh.
And she has made several of these for us this morning for this segment.
Okay.
And so, Bobby, you can have one also.
Okay, well,
Oh,
I'm
I have
gonna take a
I have to
taste.
show my tag here. I borrowed this bracelet and necklace to wear with this shot. So anyway,
Okay.
it's still for sale. But I love it. And look, it has a magnet on it.
I'm not talking anymore,
Oh,
Judy.
no, we're supposed to be eating.
We're
I'm
supposed
sorry.
to be eating this yummy stuff.
This is to die for. This really is.
Thank
Amy
you so much.
outdid herself.
Thank you, Pat. We appreciate it. We'll
Thank
be
you.
right back.
Thank you.
This is delicious.
That is good, isn't it?
Welcome back to The View from the 5th Street Marketplace. Our next guest is LaWanda Glenick. Hi, LaWanda.
Hi, how are
It's
you?
nice having you here.
Thank you.
Now I hear you're from Florida,
Yes, I am.
and it's from
Port St. Lucie.
Port St. Lucie. I know where Port St. Lucie is.
Well,
Yeah, you mentioned another town before.
I was born and raised in Wauchula.
Ah, it's amazing how many Floridians are
Oh.
here, aren't there?
Me.
Me too.
So 3 halfbacks sitting
Oh,
here at
there
this
we go.
table. There you go.
How did you find Crossville, and how long have you lived here?
Well, my husband and I, we got 4 kids, and Florida just got a little chaotic for trying to raise children, and we were looking around, and an opening came available for my husband's job, and we just packed up and headed to Crossville.
Uh-huh.
We're so glad to have
And
you.
how long have you been here?
We've been here 2 years.
Yeah. So you're a newbie,
Yes, we are.
but you didn't waste any time finding this place, did you?
I'm addicted to craft stores
Uh-huh.
and thrift stores, and it's one of my hobbies that you never know what you're going to find.
Uh-huh. So you came here shopping, and then you
Yes.
had the opportunity to put your
few
crafts
things.
in and so on, and what do you do?
I started out just making little things with whatever you can find. I like nature with acorns, and I have little crafts that I started out with. But as the summer came around, I stuck to my aprons because it was easy to keep in stock and make because the little craft items seem to go so fast. But I'm going to be bringing in some different things for the holidays. And I've always stayed busy with my hands. Very creative to make something out of whatever you find. You know, you look at something and go, "Oh, I can make something out of that."
You know, there was a long time there I didn't wear aprons, and I started to do them lately in the past couple of years because I make a mess in the kitchen. I'm not one of these people that are, if flour's going to fly all over the place, it's going to get on me and the floor. So I started wearing them. But what I love about your aprons are the designs. I mean, you don't have to have this plain. I won't tell you what I was wearing a couple of years ago, so I'm glad to have your aprons handy to put on. It looks so nice, and the patterns and the material and so on.
Now, you also use different venues of fabric.
I do. I have sold several that I call Blast from the Past. And it's fabric that I've found in different areas of thrift stores and craft stores. And the patterns are so unique that you look and go, I remember that from years ago. And that's part of history that I want to bring back. Is the different designs. Like this one, it's made out of a pillowcase.
Oh, wow.
You're kidding.
No, this is actually a pillowcase.
Now, isn't that great? Now, to me, that's just unusual.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? That's great.
And
that is nice.
You can find fabric almost anywhere you go. And when you spot something that's so unusual, you're like, wow, that would be pretty on my apron. And this is the first apron I've made without pockets. Normally on the bib aprons, I'll put a pocket on there because you want to be able to put something in the pocket. And just different material and lace. I love lace.
Now, that one's just a half apron, right?
Yep, that's a half apron.
Okay.
What is
'cause I
more
noticed
popular, the
ones.
full apron or
Mostly
half?
my full aprons sell the best.
Well, I know that my grandmother, always wore the half apron. And then whenever I started to pretend to cook, I would use the full apron.
Right.
So, now what other ones do you have to show us?
This one's actually made, the two that I'll show you now are made out of curtains.
Oh, my goodness.
These are just lace and curtains.
Oh, is that?
That's a curtain.
That's
How
called
clever.
recycling.
That is recycling.
And making something nice from recycled materials.
The same with this one.
Now,
It's
where do
made
you
out
get
of
your
curtains.
material from?
Thrift stores.
And
I like to go to different there's not very many fabric stores here in town. You've got a couple of places to go to. You have to go out of town to find nice fabric. So since I'm a stay-at-home mom with 4 kids, I'll go to thrift stores
Look at that,
and find
Judy.
curtains.
I know,
Isn't
that's
that
beautiful.
really pretty?
That was very ingenious of you to,
Yes.
to come up with thinking outside the box.
Well,
Now, I understand that a church friend of yours started you in this sort of.
she did. I was just fiddling with crafts, and all of a sudden, one of the ladies from my church was like, "Would you like some fabric?" And I was like, "Sure." So my daughter and I, we were sewing Christmas decorations, little things, and then all of a sudden, I bought a pattern for an apron. And all of a sudden, I'm addicted to aprons.
That became your love
It
of
did.
everything that you made. That was the joy.
It is.
And you brought that to other people
Right.
by, bringing out here and having us the opportunity to look at it and say, oh, that'll look nice on me.
And whenever you walk in and you see somebody that will say, oh, that just is, perfect, it's like you feel so great that someone enjoys what you've made.
Yeah.
Handmade is hard to come by anymore.
Oh, that's so
is.
true.
That's why I like being here
Yes.
in this shop.
And that's why we like having Spirit Broadband come here and
That's right.
give us the opportunity to meet the people that make the things here that you don't even realize is here.
You're right. There's,
this
there's
is so-
9,000 square feet
Really.
in this building.
Wow.
9,000 square feet of crafters and vendors.
And they're filling it
And
pretty
food.
well, too.
They
Boy,
are.
You can walk
They
through
are.
here and just pick out so many different things. And you can be in here one day, and you come back the next day, and you find something you didn't even notice the day before.
Right.
You
Or
know,
it's gone.
Yeah, that's true. I have waited for something. I'll say, I'll come back and get it. I come back and get it,
Right.
and it's gone.
And it's gone.
So,
Now, you've been a friend, well, since coming here, just like everyone else that comes here, you automatically become a friend of Ruthie's, don't
Right.
you?
Yes.
The owner.
She's awesome. I've made several friends here. Everyone around Crossville. When you go somewhere, they give you that country hospitality.
Don't they, though? I love it.
That's
I love it.
one of the reasons I have just fell in love with Crossville. And I get that when I walk in the door here. Everyone's like, "Hi, how are you?" And that's hard to find anywhere else.
They make you feel welcome.
They
Yeah.
do.
I know when I first moved here that the people down our street, because we live out in the country, they'd kind of give you one of these,
Yeah, the little
you know,
high.
or the little finger up off of the, you
The
know,
word
and we
is
were
doing it.
constantly saying, "Do you know them? Do you know them?" You know, and it's like, no, people just here are friendly.
Yeah.
They are.
You know, so now then I do the little little fingers off of the steering wheel, the little high.
Now, are you planning to make anything else besides the aprons?
Yes, the 1st of August, I'm going to have another booth, and I like to make things for the holidays. I make a lot of Christmas decorations for the tree.
Oh, good.
And,
With cloth or?
with material, with anything you can find, beads, buttons. I
Oh.
just love anything that
She's just
is
into
crafty.
recycling. That's what
Which
she
is
is.
yeah,
the
Yes.
thing we should be doing today.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
one of the
Yeah.
things last year that sold really well was, I call it an acorn ball.
Uh-huh.
And it has acorn shells all over it. And they were using them to hang in the cabin window just for a nature scene. Just very unusual things. So I'll have a lot of different things and ideas coming here soon.
That's
the
good.
booth.
So you don't see the same old thing. Like she says, unusual things that you can find here. So
Right.
it really makes it nice. Now, we have something here you want to tell us about.
This is the one I'm waiting
Yes.
This is what started the whole apron ordeal. I had a polka dot apron hanging on one of the racks, and Ruthie fell in love with the polka dots. And this one happens to be one of the aprons that the waitresses wear here at the restaurant.
for. And the hostess.
And they
hostess.
look adorable, and it really makes it so cute in there to see all the
Thank
people
you.
with the same
Yes.
apron on. And the pattern is perfect for in there.
It fits.
Well,
It's
and
so
it
good.
also coordinates with our tissue paper that we use in the marketplace.
That's true.
It is.
Yes.
We tried with the black, it's the white with the black polka
Uh-huh.
dots. And so for a restaurant, though, we reversed it and used the black with white polka dots. And we have our little bandanas that go with it. So this is what we wear in the cafe. But now something that I loved about Luanda is the fact that she was willing to work with us whenever we tweaked our aprons a little bit after I came here. And was the fact that not only did she have the front pockets, okay, but she was able to do them so that we could have a little space for our ink pen. And then we
good.
had a little larger space for our straws, and then we had a space for our ticket book.
That's great.
Okay.
So,
So
you're
that
not
it
running
just-
around trying to look for something.
Right,
It's right
and it's
there
not
in the
all
pockets.
in the bottom of your pockets.
Right.
So then one of the girls was left-handed, and so she not only made it for our right-handed waitresses, she also made it for our left-handed waitresses. And so now either or can wear these aprons, and they'll be able to have the different slots for it.
That is
and
great.
it has really worked out well for us.
I bet it has, and it looks, I really was
Thank
impressed
you.
when I saw them to begin with.
And I look forward to coming in and wearing it every day because it just kind of brightens your day. It makes you feel good whenever you come in, and you know that you're at work. It puts a smile on your face.
We
So thank you.
certainly
Thank you.
thank you for being here, Luanda. It's been a pleasure. Love your merchandise.
Thank you.
And we love you. You have a great personality.
Yes,
thank
and she
you.
also helps out here.
Being we've been talking about the restaurant, we have something right in front of us. Now, we've had the bite on the first segment. This is yours. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Okay, it's Grand Meunier cream brulee, and it's made by our pastry chef or bakery chef, Amy, and she makes this fresh for us. And it even has the caramelized raw sugar that's on the top with the fresh fruit. And so we are going to indulge.
Good. In the meantime, we thank you so much for joining us here at the Fifth Street Marketplace. We thank TV3, Spirit Broadband, for bringing you to us, and we hope that you will come here, find some things that might be something you want to take home for yourself or someone else. We did again.
We did again.
And
I
so
dressed
on.
myself right out of the shop.
Look at that bracelet. Anyways, in the meantime, I'm having
Bon
a taste
appetit.
of the
Bon appetit.
appetit.
Come
There
back
you go.
again. Till next
Bye-bye.
time.
Weekly